So this bed has a sweet potato vine that I didn't harvest yesterday. I thought I harvested all of the sweet potatoes yesterday, but there's still a sweet potato vine in here, but I'm really interested in the ginger. So this will be my second year growing ginger. I grew ginger last year in containers when we still lived in our RV. And I grew it from store-bought ginger. Ginger is actually rhizome and it smells lovely. You can see right there, that's the new ginger. It smells so good, so fresh. My plans for this ginger is to freeze dry it. If you watched Taquisha over at Our Freedom Song, you saw that we already harvested lots of this ginger for her to make some fire cider with. And so this is just basically half of the ginger that we had left. So this is a whole new ginger. I grew this from store-bought ginger. It wasn't organic or anything. I just bought store-bought ginger, and then every spot that had a nodule, like a sprouting part, I planted them, and then it produces a whole new plant. So this is like the ginger that I purchased from the store, and then every part that you can't see it now because it's all dried up and dead, but like any of these parts that had a nodule, then it will grow and give you a whole new ginger plant. So that's what we have here. So when I just pulled that sweet potato vine out, these small sweet potatoes did come out. But I am going to dig around in this pool and see if I missed any. I had already had ginger planted in this pool first, and then I had an extra sweet potato vine, and so I just stuck it in here. So it is absolutely a beautiful day right now. Well, the day's ending, but it still feels so nice out here. It feels so nice to just be out here harvesting in the peace. It's quiet. My girls are inside, and I'm just out here in the garden. I can hear the goats. But not even the roosters are cock-a-doodle-dooing. So loud. So that's nice. I am going to go ahead and snip off all of the ginger tops and the roots. New garlic is basically so easy to clean because it's in the skin, just like falls off. Like if you rub, it rubs off so easy. So this will be really easy to clean up. But let's see how much we get. I don't remember how much, I said garlic, I meant ginger if I said garlic. But I don't remember how much ginger I started with or I planted. But I know I'm happy to have this grown ginger. It has such a milder flavor than ginger that you get from the store. It's not as spicy. And it just smells so good and fresh. I love the way fresh ginger smells. The bush beans that you saw me harvest earlier, those are the ones I showed in my video yesterday when I was harvesting the sweet potatoes. They're called Painted Pony, and they are a dual purpose bush bean. So they're called Painted Pony because if you use the beans for dried beans, they have tan with stripes, I think. This is a lovely piece. But I think it's going to, that takes longer to wait for dried bush beans to have dried beans, because you have to wait for it to dry naturally onto the plant. And so I am harvesting them as green beans, and it's a stringless variety, so I don't have to string this. So that's how I'll be using mine as for fresh eating and not letting them dry. But I look forward to growing them in the spring and having dried Painted Pony bush beans. Right now, I just feel like I'm on borrowed time because we already had those 2 nights that got a freeze and did do some damage to some of the crops out here. But for the next 2 weeks, there's no degrees below 40, so that's nice. I did go ahead and put the ginger tops over on this bed because I'm going to let them compost in place. That's the bed where we harvested the sweet potatoes yesterday. I did go ahead and add in some feather meal and then a new bag of soil on top, and then I'm going to let that ginger plants compost in place. I don't have any immediate plans to plant that bed out right now, so I'm going to let that sit there and, you know, feed the soil. The bed that I harvested those Painted Pony bush beans from, I remember showing you guys that yesterday and showing you how there was no damage to the plants, but as I was harvesting, I did see a couple plants that had some freeze damage. So some of the plants over here, you can see, did get freeze damage, but it's not affecting it producing. As you can see, still plenty of flowers. There's still lots of baby beans in there. This was from 1 pack of seeds. So my daughter Nehemiah, she planted that bed, and it was an MI Gardener pack of seeds, and I think it only came with 25 or 20 seeds in, and she planted the whole bed. And it didn't even look like 25 plants in there, but you saw I got that good handful of beans from there, and then there's still plenty of more plenty more beans on the plants, and so I look forward to having another harvest of bush beans before we say goodbye to those plants. You guys did see me harvest these squash. These are winter squash. I don't know the variety, but I did plant some winter squash in that bed, and yeah, so I'm happy about this. This is the sweet potatoes we got. We are definitely happy about more tomatoes. These are the egg tomatoes. They produce really good for me in the spring and summer, and now they're still producing into the fall. Then this is a painted pony, bush beans, and then the summer savory. I am going to freeze dry this summer savory as well as shred the kukuzi. I'll say it again if you weren't here. Kukuzi is a squash, and you can leave it on the plant and it'll get really, really hard and use it like a winter squash. But what I'm using it as when it's young is shredding it, and you can use it as like you use zucchini and make zucchini muffins, zucchini bread, all the things. Something in the corner of my eye was flying. I thought it was like some kind of bug. But anyway, and so I've already done that to 3 of the kukuzis I got before. I'm going to do the same thing with these 2 kukuzis. I already have shredded zucchini in my freezer, and really honestly, I'm trying to get stuff out my freezer, and so I'm these days using the freeze dryer every day, just so that I can stop stuffing my freezer and get stuff out of my freezer. Because when you freeze dry, then it's shelf stable, and I can take up less space in my freezer. So that is why I am planning on freeze drying these things. I did bring out my basket of seeds with me because I had every intention of planting out some beds with some seeds, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. The sun is setting, and so we have to start doing animal chores, so I'm gonna have to go. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and it was lovely. You guys being like a fly on the wall while I just harvest in my garden, just me and you. And so it was really nice. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.